CRM. CRM. Customer Relationship Management. What is a CRM? CRM is nothing but an application. What is a CRM? It is an application. This application is providing three types of services: pre-sales, sales, service, or customer support. Customer support. This application is maintains these three types of service in the automation way. Now, in the automation way, whenever any customer is purchased product, then immediately we are receiving some mails. Suppose if you order the product through Amazon.com, whenever we order the product, immediately we are receiving, thank you for order the product. We confirm your order, so on so on, order number is so on so on, and we deliver your product. You receive this project within 2 days or 3 working days. Like this, we are getting some messages. Suppose whenever we raise a complaint to customer care, then immediately we are receiving one message. We are receiving that message: thank you for calling. We resolve your problem within 24 hours or within 2 hours. Like this, they are providing some messages. This type of messages are nothing but automation process. If you want to send a messages or mails, then automation process it is performing. This application is maintains pre-sales, sales, and service process, where we are using this application. Here I manufactured 100 laptops. If you want to sell this product, what is the first step? If you want to sell any product, first manufacturing, after that, what is the first step? Marketing, and that is nothing but some advertisement. After that, we are selling the products. So by using some Dhoni advertisement or Sachin advertisement or banner advertisement or a telemarketing, so I'm doing some marketing. After that, I released this product into market. Now only 100 laptops, so that's the reason small advertisement I did, the small advertisement, some pamphlets distribution or email marketing I did. After that, I visited some of the organizations, like TCS is the one organization I visited. TCS. In the TCS, Venkat is the contact person. I met Venkat and I explained to Venkat, sir, we manufactured, recently we started manufacturing laptops. So if you are giving any order, then we give the special discount for you. 20% is a special discount offer. Like this, I convinced Venkat. Venkat is saying, we require laptops, but not now, because my manager is not available. He will come after 15 days. If you come after 15 days, then we give the order. Like this, he said. This is nothing but he required 15 days time. This is, we can say, the pre-sales process or inquiry. In the Salesforce terminology, we can say lead or probable customer. Here it is nothing but a pre-sales or probable customer. The same way, he is not purchased, because he is not purchased, so that's the reason it is nothing but a, so because of that reason, we can say this customer is nothing but pre-sales process or inquiry or just lead. We can say the lead or probable customer. The same way, I visited one more organization, Wipro. In the Wipro organization, Suresh is the contact person. I met Suresh and I explained to Suresh. He is saying, we required laptops 30 laptops, but not now. We are waiting for new project. It will maybe it will confirm within 2 or 3 months, like this he is saying. He required 3 months time is required. After 3 months only he go for the new product. So now Wipro also we are calling pre-sales or inquiry or lead or probable customer. The same way I visited one more organization, Gensar organization I visited. In the Gensar, Kiran is the person, he is the contact person. Whenever I visited Gensar, he is saying already we have contact with the Dell company up to 2 years. After 2 years only we go for new product, up to this product only we are using, like this he said. That means he is also not purchased. Wipro, Gensar, TCS, no one is purchased till now. Now every customer, every person is nothing but, every company is nothing but now it is a lead only, or it is a inquiry only, or it is a pre-sales or probable customer. Now the priority wise, if I observe priority wise, TCS is high priority. So there is a 90% chances. Wipro medium priority. But Gensar low priority. Priority wise, whenever we are observing, the priority wise it is high priority is TCS is a high priority. There is a maximum chances for purchasing the product, but here just 50-50 chances. Here there is a maybe 5% also there is no chances. Like this, some priority wise observe: high priority, medium priority, low priority. Now after 15 days, Venkat is calling from the TCS and he ordered 20 laptops. Now whenever he is given order, then it is nothing but a, we can say that I supplied 20 laptops and I collected check from the TCS. Now TCS is calling sales or account. The Salesforce terminology, account, or now we can say the customer. Now TCS is nothing but now it is a customer. After 3 months, I received a call from Wipro also. Wipro also ordered 30 laptops. Now Wipro is also converted as a my sales or my account or my customer. So now TCS is also customer. After 6 months, I received one more call from TCS. One more time call from TCS. Venkat is calling again and he is expecting now some service from my company. He is saying, sir, last 6 months back we purchased 20 laptops. From that 3 laptops are not working. Please resolve that problems, like this he is calling. Now I sent one boy and he resolved that problems. That means he required some service is required or customer support. Customer support is required. This process is nothing but service or customer support. In the Salesforce terminology, case, we can say that this is a case or complaint. So this is nothing but a complaint or a now case. I want to maintain this information, 100 laptops information, now pre-sales information, sales information and service information I want to maintain. It is only 100, so that is the reason easily I can maintain this information in the some Excel sheet or a notepad. I can store this information in the Excel sheet or a notepad. Now next time I manufactured 1 million laptops. 1 million laptops. If you want to sell these 1 million laptops, I required some employees, so that's the reason I recruited 1000 employees. I sent these employees to different locations like India, in the India now Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, now Chennai, like this different locations, USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, like this different locations I sent these employees. Each and every employee is generating now 400, 500 leads they are generating. That is nothing but inquiries they are generating. From that 4 to 500 leads, 25 to 30% are converted as my customers. After purchasing, some customers, 10 to 15% customers are facing some problems with my product. I want to maintain 1 million laptops information, 1000 employees information, pre-sales, sales, and their complaints services I want to maintain. Is it possible to maintain this much information in the notepad or Excel sheet? Is it possible to maintain? No. We required here one application is required. That application is nothing but CRM application we are using. Customer relationship management, it is nothing but an application. This application is providing so pre-sales process, sales process, and service process. These three processes it is maintains. So I'm using this application. Through this application I can maintain complete information related to my business information. What is the advantage of this CRM application? Whenever we are maintain this information through this application, if I am generating one report based on the customer problems, complaints, whenever I am generating one report based on the customer complaint, then I can monitor what are the problems he is facing. The customers are facing general problems. What are the problems they are facing? Easily I can monitor. By monitoring this one, I can resolve the problems. If I identify the proper problem, then easily in the next version whenever I am releasing, then I can resolve such type of problems in the next versions. So it is not only for maintaining, it is helpful for your business also, improving your business. It is helpful for improving your business also. So this is the reason we are using some CRM application we are using. The CRM application, how it is existing means CRM application is existing in terms of data model plus business logic. CRM application is existing in terms of data model and business logic formats it is existing. What is the data model? The data model is nothing but structure of data. The structure of data is existing in terms of tabs plus object format. In terms of tabs and object format. How it is existing? It is existing in terms of tabs and objects format. Tabs are nothing but user interfaces or buttons. It is used to interact with the objects. The objects are nothing but internally, it is tables only. Objects are nothing but internal representation is for object, it is nothing but a tables only. The tables are nothing but it is internal representation of table is rows and columns, combination of rows plus columns. Simply if you want to say that designing part data model is nothing but so table format it is existing in the Salesforce. And business logic, it is nothing but your application logic. What is the logic you required for your application, whether it is insert or update, delete or select operations or calculations or now any logic you want to write, then we are using that is a back-end logic. So the application like this we are designing. Your application, this is nothing but we are designing your application like this. Here name, phone, name, amount or salary, phone number, email, date of birth, like this we are creating. Here this is some save. Now here I am entering the some data. Name is name is Venkat, name is Venkat, amount is some dollars, salary is dollars, 12,000 is the salary, phone number some 918 988 7865 or 64 like this. We enter the some phone details like this, some format, phone format we are using. Email venkat at the rate gmail.com, venkat at the rate gmail.com. Now date of birth we are providing 08 August August 20th 1996, like this we have provided some of. This is we are storing. Whenever we are storing in the back end, this data is storing. Where it is in the database, it is storing the some data. So for this data, what type of data we are storing? What type of data we are storing in the back end? So this data is nothing but maybe this is a text type of data we are using. Maybe text type of data. This is salary is currency type of data. Now phone number is we required phone, email, here date type of formats. We are using some data types we are using like this. This is where it is in the database table we required this type of creation is required. Text type, currency, some phone type, email, some date type of formats. The structure of data is called data model. What is a data model? Data model is nothing but a structure of data. How to designing this part is nothing but a structure of data. This is a structure of data. After this, if you want to save this data, if you want to perform any operations in the backend, so we require some business logic is required in the backend. The business logic where we are writing, the business logic we are writing in the backend we are writing. That component is nothing but logics. The logics are nothing but business logic. What are the operations required? That is we are providing in the business logic. Now after performing some business logic, if you want to store this data permanently, then we required some database is required. What is required? We required some database is required. In the database we are providing some queries. Through database we are storing the data. So this is Salesforce is using Oracle database. Salesforce is using Oracle database is using for backend. So this is 3 layers. What are the layers here? The layers are, this is a Salesforce is provided. This is a presentation and this is a business layer. These are 2 layers by default it is provided and it is interacting with the database layer. So any application if you take, there is 3 layers. One is the presentation layer, one is a business layer and one more is a persistence layers. What are the layers here? This is a front end. This is a front end. This front end is or we can say view part, and this is a back end. Now this front end or this part is called presentation layer. This is a presentation layer. This is a business layer. This is a business layer and this is a persistence layer. Your Salesforce is by default provided presentation and business layers, and your application cannot store any data into inside application. Where it is storing application data, the application data is storing outside application only storing, but not inside your application. It is storing data outside application, that is a database it is using. It is a Oracle database, third party application it is using. How to implementing your Salesforce application: presentation layer, business layer, and persistence layer. For this we have administration and development. There is a two concepts we are using: administration and development. In the administration, what are the concepts we are using for front end? What are the concepts we are using for front end? For this front end we are using standard, standard applications, standard objects, fields, standard fields, tabs, layouts, standard layouts, like this. Some of the concepts we are using here standard, and some of the custom applications, custom objects, custom fields, layouts, custom layouts, record types, like this. Some of the concepts we are using for front end. For front end designing we are using. In the administration, these are the concepts are implementing. Through these concepts we are designing your front end. And for back end, how to implementing back end logics. For back end logics, now we are using formulas and validation rules. Suppose one object is there, the object name is an account is there. If I open the account, if I store the data, you must enter a value. Here this is some validation it is performing. System validations, automatically it is performing. If any field is mandatory, if you are not entered the value, then it is throwing the some error messages. Suppose if I take the some opportunity object. In the opportunity, 3 fields are mandatory fields. So opportunity name, closed stage name, these are 3 fields are mandatory. If I am not provided, then it is errors are showing. Suppose anything if I provided, now here this is removing the error. If I selected some date, if I save, again it is showing this is, that means any data is there, there is no problem. If there is no data, it is showing the errors like this. This type of validations if you want to perform, then system validation rules already it is there. Then we are using your own validation rules also you can create for that application. So formulas and validation rules, this is some logics related only. Now reports. Reports are, if you want to design based on your organization requirements, you can generate the some report you can generate. Suppose Airtel is last 6 months they sold the 10 lakhs new SIM cards, that is they generated 10 lakhs customers. In that customers, how many customers are prepaid customers, how many customers are postpaid customers, they want to monitor. In that time they are generating the one report, and so prepaid and postpaid based on the so customer type, based on the that type of customers they are generating the some report. So each and every month how much revenue I generated, I want to generate the report based on the monthly wise, then I am generating the report based on that monthly wise. I am generating the some report like this. Based on the state wise, each and every month how many so customers are purchased my products state wise, I want to monitor everything. We can monitor by generating some reports. If you want to display that reports in the graphical format, then we are using dashboards we are using. Now here, workflows and approval process. What is a workflow? What is a approval process? Automation process is a workflow. Manual process is a approval process. My requirement is, whenever I order the one product, then automatically I want to receive one mail. I want to send a mail to that particular customers. This is my requirement. So whenever any customer is order the product, then immediately I want to send a mail to that customer immediately. So for this I am creating some workflow in that email alert concepts we are using. Whenever customer is purchased, if the season is now Ashadam, then 20% discount I want to give the directly 20% discount I want to provide to the customer. Then automatically I'm creating some workflow. There is some field update concepts I'm using. Through field update concept, automatically I'm giving some discount process. Whenever I raise a complaint to customer care, immediately I want to receive the one mail. So for that also we are using workflows we are using. Suppose any employee is applied for the leave. That leave may or may not approving. So maybe approving or rejecting the leave. In this case, we are using approval process, that is a manual process. Suppose one customer is applied for credit card. One customer is applied for credit card and one customer is applied for now loan amount, 2 lakhs loan. That loan amount or credit card may or may not be accepting or maybe rejecting. So even conditions also satisfy, even that person is eligible for the loan, I may or may not approve the loan and I may or may not reject the loan. That is, so manually we are deciding whether it is approving or rejecting. Such type of scenarios if we have, then we go for the approval process we are using. There is relationships. There is relationships. In the relationships, 4 type of relations: lookup, master detail, lookup master detail, many to many, using junction object, many to many, using junction object, hierarchy relation, like this 4 type of relations we are using. So parent child relations we are maintaining by using this type of relationships. Now security model. In the security model, users, profiles, permission set, OWD, organization wide defaults, sharing rules, now sharing rules, public groups, roles and subordinates, queues. Like this we are using so many concepts for back-end logics we are implementing by using some of the concepts. For a database side, we are not writing any query manually. We are not writing any query here, hard-coded any queries we are not writing. By default it is performing, Salesforce only it is performing by default. Whenever I created one object creation, by default it is creating, table is creating. Whenever I am creating one object creation, by default one table is creating in the backend. So object creation, automatically table, and like this buttons also creating, save button, any record if I open, there is a edit, delete, like this clone buttons also it is automatically creating. Now if I created field creation, by default field creation it is using column is creating in the table. Whenever we are created field creation, then column is creating. Now if I click the save button, then automatically it is performing insert operation. In the back end it is performing insert. If I click the edit button, then back end it is performing now update operation. Whenever we are using delete button, then it is nothing but delete operation. We are not concentrating on this, automatically it is providing. If I click the record, then it is performing select operation. Automatically these are the operations are performing in the database side. So these are the layers, 3 layers we are implementing by using these are the concepts. In the administration we are using these are the concepts. By using these are the concepts we can implement these are the concepts. Like this. Any queries? Any queries?
No.
No. Okay. Now here we are implementing through development also. Here how to implementing, what are the concepts we are using for these 3 layers of development. The development also we can implement these 3 layers. For this, for a development of front end we are using Visual Force pages we are using. What is we are using here? Visual Force pages we are using in the front end concepts. For front end we are using Visual Force pages. The Visual Force pages are also allowing any browser supported technologies it is allowing, like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Ajax, jQuery, like this all browser supported technologies it is allowing in this. Suppose I am deleting one record. Whenever I am deleting one record, here pop-up window it is displaying. Are you sure you want to delete this record? Like this I want to provide some messages. Yes or no. That means confirmation. If it is okay, then it is deleting. If it is a cancel, then record cannot delete. This type of pop-up messages if you want to provide, then we are using JavaScript functions we are using here. JavaScript, through JavaScript alert messages, that is confirm messages we are creating. Now CSS is used to provide the colors and styles, anything, then we are using the some CSS we are using. Now here I have some modification is required in this application. Description, I want to provide a small amount of data, here some description is required. Or I want to provide this annual revenue is some, I want to changes like this. If you want to modify the piece of code, then we are using Ajax concepts we are using. Ajax is used to modify the piece of code in the application. Then we are using Ajax concept we are using. Like this, if you want to provide edit, if I click the edit button, complete page is loading. But instead of loading complete page, so the piece of code only if you want to modify, then we are using the some inline editors or anything. Piece of code if you want to modify, then we are using the some Ajax concepts we are using. So jQuery is nothing but advanced concepts of Ajax JavaScript concepts only. Ready-made functions are available in the jQuery. Then we are using all these things for development, that is nothing but for designing part we are using Visual Force page including all these concepts also. So these are the concepts common for any technology, whether it is a Java, .NET, PHP, or any other technologies also we can use HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Ajax, jQuery. We can use all those concepts. Here also in the Visual Force pages we can use all these concepts here. Now for backend business logic, for backend we are using for business logic controllers we are using. Controllers we are using. There is three types of controllers it is provided. The controllers are three types. One is a standard controller, standard controller, custom controller, extension controller. These are the three types of controllers we are using. These controllers we are implementing by using Apex programming, Apex classes, and Apex triggers. We are implementing these controllers by using Apex class and triggers. This Apex classes and triggers, if you want to write, then we are using control statements, arrays, and collections, batch Apex, schedule Apex, like this. Now sharing, manual sharings, that is Apex sharing rules, Apex sharing rules, like this we are using. These are the concepts we are using, so many concepts. Each and every concept if you want to implement, again it is a core concept is OOPS only, object oriented programming only, OOPS concepts only we are using for everything. Core is nothing but a OOPS. So many things we are using, all those things are nothing but here controlling business logic. For database queries, if you want to write queries, you are using the queries. Two types of queries we are using. The queries, two types of queries we are using. One is SOQL, SOSL, and SOQL. SOSL and SOQL. Salesforce object, search language, Salesforce object, search language, by using find keyword. By using find keyword we are searching the data. And this is Salesforce object, query language. Salesforce object to query language. By using select keyword, we are writing the logics. Not only this one, here we are using DML operations also. DML operations. DML means data manipulation language. So by using DML operations we are performing some of the operations like, what are the operations? Insert, update, delete, and delete, upsert. Like this we can perform the some of the operations. Suppose if you want to select TCS, I want to select some TCS. Whether TCS is available or not, I want to check it. TCS is available or not, I want to check it. In this case, TCS available, account object, notes object, opportunities object. Suppose Kiran, I am checking Kiran whether it is available or not. Whenever I am checking Kiran is available, some customer object. Whenever we are using Rakesh, Whether Rakesh is available or not, I want to check it. Rakesh is, I'm checking in the customer, there is two Rakesh. Like this, if you want to search anything in the Salesforce, then we are using Salesforce object search language we are using by using find keyword. There is a just to 2 to 3% queries only we are writing in the programming, entire programming. Here, if you want to select the record like this, if I click the record, then select operations we are performing like this. And if you want to edit or if you want to delete like this, DML operations. 98% SOQL and dual DML combinations we are using. 98% queries we are writing in the DML and SOQL queries we are using. So this is nothing but overall picture about development. Through development we are developing, these are the concepts we are using in the development. So this is for front end, this is for back end business logics, and this is for database logics. In the development we are using, these are the concepts. These are the concepts for administration. These are the concepts for development. So all the concepts I will explain. Overall, generally, this is nothing but total Salesforce CRM is we are learning. This is nothing but the totally Salesforce CRM is like this. These are the concepts only. If you know these concepts, complete Salesforce, we know that Salesforce. How to implementing each and everything. So for this administration 20 hours and for development we required 30 hours sessions are required totally. So this is nothing but admin and development concepts. Overall picture about your Salesforce. That's all. Any questions?